Handiness is one of my favorite skills in The Sims 4. I'd say it's one of the most used of all, given you'll have something break and use this great skill to fix it up. Let's dive deep into it and look at the many ways it can improve your Sim's life. Though it isn't obvious, you can even make an income using this skill by itself by becoming a toilet and bathtub salesman. You can start handiness by fixing a sink or broken computer, or use a skill book to begin the process of leveling. Another alternative is to buy a woodworking bench and start carving knife blocks. You need level 2 to purchase upgrade parts, and waiting around on things to break in order to level will only delay the good upgrades you can get later on. So listen here though, safety is important. If your newbie sim gets zapped working on a computer or your awful cheap boombox, please don't go in for a second attempt until the day's moodlet is gone. Doing otherwise could have fatal results, okay? But I swear to you, I think the developers may have lowered the chance this happens in the first place because it's so rare now. I reloaded 20 times and couldn't get a zap to happen. There's players out there who don't even know Sims can get shocked working on electronics. Anyway, on to something related to getting zapped. Getting focused is the best way to boost your handiness skill gains, as it's a mental skill. It'll also improve success rates working on those nasty electronics that used to be more deadly. It's easy to remember to be focused because you're dealing with shocky things in plumbing, right? You're also swinging a hammer near your thumb in woodworking. You gotta be focused. I like to browse Simpedia on a computer or hang some focused paintings around. The mathematical diagrams, just a few, will give you the +1 you need, and you can even relocate them if you want to cheese the game. Make these on an easel when your Sim's already focused, and be sure to enable the aura. So you heard me say woodworking. That's right, handiness has an artistic side in allowing your Sim to carve wooden decorations, furniture, and even a couple plumbing items. These can be sold from your Sim's inventory, though in the case of furniture, it's actually placed in the household inventory. I have a full video on woodworking because I just like it that much. I'll link it in the description. You may be interested, as it's something you can make money with. On to other things. Use a computer to order common kitchen electronics and plumbing upgrade parts. You need these in order to make upgrades, with each one usually requiring a few of 2 of the types. They should appear in your Sim's inventory right away when purchased. You tend to need common with everything, so buy more of those if you're planning a lot of improvements. Another way is you can dig in the junk piles that appear when you're done repairing something. There are all these leftover parts, and it'll save you a little money on upgrades. Because the game is stupid sometimes, you have to first dig in the trash, and your Sim will spawn another trash and need to throw it out. This probably has to do with needing a trash can for the second step, but it's one of those repetitive things you get used to. Now on to the good stuff. Handiness upgrades are really neat and often impact the efficiency of an object. They may also impact how often it breaks down. Often using an object heavily upgraded from handiness can actually give your Sim new or boosted moodlets from using that object. As a good example of that last one, upgrade your toilet and your Sim can get a squeaky clean butt from using the bidet. Every time they have a sit-down form of movement, it'll take care of that, and they'll be feeling fresh for hours afterward thanks to the bidet-made moodlet. Not the first time I've brought up clean Sim butts on this channel, but here we are. Another thing, objects breaking all the time kind of sucks, but you can make even low-grade objects unbreakable with handiness. This saves you money, see, and that's great for the home. It's not making you money, but preventing you spending it in the first place. Breakdown chance is this hidden meter that is based on the reliability of an object, and it's always degrading when they're in use, so you'll have to endlessly fix that computer unless it's extremely high-end. It's especially nice for Sims who make their living on the computer, like writers and freelance programmers. The progression of handiness is really kind of cool, as it lumps objects together by type. At level 2, you can start improving the reliability of plumbing stuff. At level 4, you can set up plumbing to be self-cleaning, which is super helpful in a household with multiple Sims. So you should get a theme here. A lot of these plumbing and appliance upgrades will save you both time and money. Electronics upgrades are also possible, but unlock last of all, which is funny to me because I can build a PC from scratch, but yet I don't even know how to do anything in plumbing except unclog a toilet, which happens frequently, as I think a kid may have dropped a toy down there somewhere. We'll get that looked at. Anyway, like everything else, electronics degrade pretty rapidly while in use, but you can make them unbreakable with high-level handiness. And also give your sim advantages with an IP spoofer if they're into hacking from the programming skill. Super reception can go on TVs and radios, giving you access to a handful of hidden channels and stations. Don't ignore all the other things. While we established that you can do your kitchen appliances, plumbing, and electronics, other things count in that area that aren't immediately obvious. For instance, the microscope can be made better. The observatory can be upgraded too. You can do upgrades to fireplaces, and the Tea Magic personal tea brewer can be improved along with coffee pots, I think. Stoves can be upgraded to actually improve food quality. Some of my favorite upgrades include the bidet. The aromatherapy on the hot tub can make Sims super happy, so it's easy to establish romance. The espresso machine has an upgrade that unlocks a hidden drink, but remember you need the grinder. This gives one of two buffs depending if the sim is employed or not. Fun employed is a 24-hour happy buff, but they can also get one that actually increases job performance by a small amount if they do have a job. Be sure to order them to go. The other version doesn't seem to work. Another thing nice about handiness is that often with new packs and types of objects, if they're electronic or plumbing related, they can be upgraded too, like hot tubs. So it's a skill that's grown a lot over the years, and to be honest, I've done a bad job documenting the newer stuff on my handiness guide. It's not useless though, and I'll link it in the description. Oh yeah, rockets can be upgraded too. The only thing to say in this area is that actually takes the rocket science skill and not handiness. It's unique in that way, so I feel it's worth pointing it out. Despite being so useful, evidently handiness is only used in one aspiration, Nerd Brain, and it only takes level 5. That one requires more logic and rocket science. It does come up in several careers, like the criminal boss needs handiness along with astronaut. The skill is also useful when your sim is on the job and get to work, as there may be upgradable objects there. So a high-level handy sim will have unbreakable plumbing, electronics, and appliances. They'll get extra moodlets from using common objects and even access hidden channels on the TV. Life's good with a handy sim around in large families because the shower breaking just before work and things like that can really derail your success. You can make a killing selling bathtubs and toilets in your sim's spare time if you want to go a step further with it and devote your sim to handiness. Outdoor retreat mascots sell for a lot, and you can also improve the sell values with the marketable reward trait, or go retail and sell your crafted items if you own Get to Work. So yeah, handiness is one of my favorite skills. It comes up in every game, but you need to pursue it to really benefit. You'll only get halfway there repairing things across a sim's lifetime, so gain a few extra levels and benefit from this wonderful skill. I know that you're not a filthy cheater. I'm kidding, we all are. But the thing is, leveling handiness in every single game can be a little tedious. If you want to cheat your levels at that point, I don't blame you. In fact, I'll give you permission. Use Ctrl-Shift-C or hit all 4 shoulder buttons on your controller, then type stats.set skill level major handiness 10, ensuring you have the underscores in there. This will set you to max handiness and skip all that XP grinding. To explain the gag with hamburger cakes, it just happened naturally. The lot had the curse tray. I went to make one, a fire started, and when it happened again, I started to find it funny. She continually failed. I think she started a fire about 9 times and wasn't in good shape to be baking. But yeah, cursed lot trait, never again. I was hoping it would help me get breakdowns on objects. I do think this is again a symptom of Sims 4 being a bit less deadly though, because I really would have expected her to die at least once back in the day, having 9 fires. But yes, I thought it was funny, and I thought I'd show a few of them occurring throughout the video. Over the next year, I really do want to cover every skill in Sims 4 and look forward to redoing my gardening guide soon to improve audio and pacing issues. I was nearly falling asleep recording that because I used to do every video in one day, even if I got to like the 27th hour awake. I learned to pace myself now. I'm hoping to make higher quality and hope it's working. Let me know if you like this and share your experience and tips with others. We have a lot of new players. I'm grateful for all the attention that my channel is getting and look forward to the future. So, thanks again for watching.